Hey guys, in today's video I will be doing another update on the potential of next week's snowstorm in the Northeast and New England. I'll give you guys a bit more of an updated look into what the GFS, European, and CMC models are currently showing for the snowstorm that could happen for the Northeast New England moving towards next week around Wednesday and Thursday. So first off, we're going to look at the GFS model. This is one frame of the GFS model. You can see this is pretty much around the peak of the storm. The GFS model currently has somewhat kind of backed off with really heavy totals, has kind of gone a good bit lower with snow totals in a lot of places, but it's still showing a pretty nice looking snowstorm there. You can see we're going to start off here at around 8 a.m. on Wednesday, December 16th. And you can see by the time we get to around 2 p.m. Wednesday, December 16th, moderate to heavy snow has now broken out around central and southern Pennsylvania, Maryland, Delaware, northern West Virginia, moderate snow in New Jersey, and then there's light to moderate snow starting for Connecticut, southern New York State, including New York City and Long Island. And then as we move forward now to around 8 p.m. Wednesday, December 16th, you can see light to moderate to even heavy snowfall is going on there now for central and coastal New Jersey, the New York City, Long Island, coastal, and a lot of Connecticut, in fact, is within that moderate to heavy snowfall. Heaviest snowfall is there near and along the coastline for Connecticut. Rhode Island, Massachusetts now are experiencing light to moderate snowfall, even potentially some spots of heavy snowfall. And then as we move towards 2 a.m. on Thursday, December 17th, you can see the snow starts to really lighten up and the storm starts to move out. So, and this is, by the way, this is by around 2 p.m. Thursday, December 17th. Now let's show you what the GFS is showing for total snowfall. You can see if you're in the blues, you're within any accumulation up towards 3 inches. If you're getting into the purples, you're within 4 to 6 inches. And if you're in the more pinkish regions, you're anywhere from 6 to 12 inches. You can see closer to around 12 inches there in that central New Jersey coastal region there near and just south of the downtown area of New York City. You see New York City could see up towards around, I'd say, 6 to 8 inches. Coastal Connecticut looks to get anywhere from around 4 to even 7 or 8 inches. Rhode Island and southeastern Massachusetts could see as high as potentially 4 to even 9, 10 inches of snowfall. You can see much lighter amounts as you head farther north, with pretty much like a dusting to maybe 3 inches at most in the more inland areas. Southern, you can see central southern Pennsylvania, West Virginia, a lot of Maryland, and even portions of Delaware. You can see in the purples, you'll see anywhere from 4 to 6 inches, but there's a lot of those pink shades that show 6, 7, 8, even 9 inches of snowfall. Especially in the mountainous regions there of the Appalachians there in West Virginia and the Maryland border, that's as high as 10, 11 inches of snowfall. So GFS showing is now is the lightest, showing the lightest snowfall totals for the storm. Of course, let's not focus fully on the snowfall forecast yet. I'm just at this point showing these to you guys for fun and just the potential of what could happen. But really the most important thing, again, to take away from this is the fact that, in fact, now the GFS European and CMC models are all in agreement with this snowstorm. So that is the big factor as of right now to take away from that. So here's the CMC model. I'll show you the CMC model. This is the Canadian model now. And we bring this forward. And we get towards Tuesday, and then here we go, Wednesday and Thursday. There's Wednesday. You can see it's showing a much stronger system with much heavier snowfall, a much stronger system. You can see as of right there, just as of what is this? Sorry, 8 p.m. on Wednesday, December 16th. You can see very heavy snowfall going on for Washington D.C., Philadelphia, Trenton, New Jersey, even getting in towards New York City. You can see very heavy snowfall there by 2 a.m. Thursday, December 17th. going on for New York City. A lot of Connecticut, pretty much all of Connecticut is under very heavy snowfall. Long Island, most of Rhode Island, and almost all of Massachusetts, particularly central and eastern Massachusetts, including Boston, is under very, very heavy snowfall. And then we move this out, and it starts to pull away. The snow starts to get lighter, and then it moves out fully as we get towards 8 p.m. on Thursday. And this, by the way, the CMC model is showing it happening more towards Thursday than Wednesday, so it's still in disagreement with the time frame of the system, but still very close in proximity to what the GFS model is showing. Now let's show you the total snowfall. You can see a banger snowstorm, a classic. This is a classic look of a true DC to Boston snowstorm. You can see Washington, D.C., even Richmond, Virginia could see, Richmond, Virginia, first off, could see up to a foot of snowfall. Washington, D.C. could see up to around 18 to 20 inches of snowfall. Philadelphia could see up to 22 inches of snowfall. New York City and southwestern Connecticut could see as high as 15, 16 inches of snowfall. Boston could see as high as 6 to 8 inches of snowfall. So this is a very classic look at the true East Coast, Northeast New England coastal snowstorm. So that's very interesting. Again, let's not really focus on this too much, but that's pretty cool that the CMC is showing that. So again, it seems the majority, heaviest snowfall, according to the CMC, will be right around that Philadelphia area of Pennsylvania there. With that around 22 inches of snowfall. So that's very, very interesting. In fact, just even early on now, we should kind of keep in mind kind of the snowfall totals the models are showing now, but really still we should just really focus on the fact that they're really in really great agreement about the snowstorm and pretty much around the time when it will happen. So now I'm showing you the European model, and we move this forward. Bring this through the weekend moving now into next week. Here's, by the way, the European model is the main model that's showing that potential like lighter snowstorm that's going to happen on Monday for portions of the Northeast and Southern New England. So that's very interesting. But I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that storm's really going to amount to anything. So don't really pay too much attention to that, but now let's move on now to that snowstorm around Wednesday, Thursday. You can see this is around 8 p.m. on Wednesday. Wednesday. Oh, interesting. And you can see very, very heavy snowfall. You can see there's that low pressure center, 993 millibars. Very heavy snowfall going on for central and eastern Pennsylvania, northern New Jersey, New York City, Connecticut, is particularly southwestern Connecticut, and that very, very heavy snowfall as well. The pinks is showing at least a few inches an hour potentially, so that's pretty crazy. And then moving forward again, you can see it starts to curve more out to the north-northeast. Pressure now down to 990 millibars. Some moderate to heavy snowfall going on now for New York City, much of New Jersey, Long Island, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, especially eastern Massachusetts, including Boston, and getting a bit farther south towards the Cape, but the Cape is more on that line of rain-snow mixture. And then we move it forward in time, and it's fully out of here. Now let's show you what the European model is showing for total accumulated snowfall at this point. And we bring it forward, and there it is. You can see heaviest snowfall looks to be particularly for southeastern Pennsylvania, showing up towards 2 feet of snowfall, more around 20 to 22 inches of snowfall. Very interesting. And then Philadelphia area could see around 17 inches of snowfall. D.C., Baltimore could see up to like 9, 10 inches. Baltimore could see around a foot of snowfall. New York City, potentially, according to the European model now, could see 14, 15 inches of snowfall. Much of Connecticut could see over a foot, between 12 to 15 inches. In fact, even some areas could see as high as 17, 18 inches in Connecticut. Rhode Island could see as high as 14 to 15 inches, and Massachusetts, Boston could see around 10 to 12 inches of snowfall, so up to around a foot as of right now, the European thinks for Boston. And then southeastern Massachusetts there towards the Cape could see as high as 14, 15 inches of snowfall. So it's very interesting, very, very interesting. We got to really keep our eyes out for this snowstorm. It does seem, as we keep moving forward in time, ever since yesterday through today, And I do expect, as we move forward through the weekend and even into early next week, that the models will continue to show this snowstorm, and we'll see how they handle where the storm they think will potentially track and the snowfall totals potentially that will correspond with it, and see how strong they think the storm will get. And that will also really dictate on how much snowfall could potentially happen. Though, again, I don't think that we will for sure know if the storm itself will actually happen, and let alone the snowfall totals that could actually happen, until we get towards, I think, Sunday, Monday. So still got to wait another few days to really see if this storm will really be set in stone to really happen to some degree. So I will keep you guys up to date on that going through the weekend and through early to middle of next week until the storm potentially happens. So keep your eyes out for more updates throughout the weekend into early next week. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure your notifications are on for my channel so you guys get daily updates from now through around middle of next week for the snowstorm. And again, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please consider liking the video, subscribing to my channel. If you're a first-time viewer, please consider subscribing to my channel if you like these kinds of videos. If you like winter weather-related videos, I'm going to be doing tons of those videos moving forward throughout the winter. And again, comment on the video if you like, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.